So Erie Construction, we hired them to do our roof. Anybody who's seen the other videos saw the number of complaints I had about how long it took and all that good stuff. But now there's tons of quality issues. Taking some pictures today, but you know, we paid for 50 years stone-coated shingles, and you know, this is the shape the shingles were put in, installed on our house. No stone coating left, extra holes in them, all beat to hell. Looks like, you know, it looks fine from the ground, but up here, I mean, it's just bare steel all over the place because the shingles were just completely beat to hell during the install or before they even made it here. You can see all the bare metal, so I don't know what the stone coating is going to do. So that's a start. I'm taking a bunch more pictures of all of the problems. There's rubber roofing over here. It just ends. It doesn't even, you know, they didn't even bother covering the entire roof with the rubber roofing. A lot, yeah, the wrinkles everywhere. Their tech tried to tell me that the wrinkles aren't a big deal. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but wrinkles do cause ponding water, and ponding water is how you get leaks like this here. You know, obviously there's a bunch of water collecting here. I paid for the decking to be done, so there shouldn't be any ponding water. It should be, you know, flowing smoothly off the roof. You can see I have inlaid gutters, still full of shingles and screws and all that good stuff. You can see up here the flashing, that big gap on the corner. That's obviously water's going to penetrate there. And just all kinds of little stuff like this. I'm taking more pictures. I thought this video was a good example, just to explain what we're seeing here for the financing companies and other customers. You see this rubber, it's not secured anyway on this edge. It's just loose laid in here and then tucked up under a couple shingles. So clearly not done correctly. More pictures to come, but that's where it sits. And you can see here, like anything you can't see from the road or from the ground, they just didn't do. Like there's no cap shingles on this, right? So all the damage that they're doing to my home for months and months, and the money they've taken from us already, the problems we're gonna have with financing companies and other types of things, like huge gap there, you know, bent drip edge, shingles cut short, water's just pouring in there. So this is what you get when you hire Erie Roofing. And those of you who have followed the saga will know it's been, you know, a very, very long year dealing with them. And it's just been one thing after another. And this is the final straw for me, because this is fraud. They had me sign paperwork saying it was done. I shouldn't have to crawl out on the roof myself to inspect it. But I guess if you hire Erie, that's what you're going to have to do to ensure it's done. You can see a giant pile of screws right there left on the roof. So I'm sure that'll, you know, that's great for the durability of the shingles, and having the screws roll around up here and then come onto the rubber roof and puncture holes. Bunch of screws over here, you know. So just clearly didn't care, and it's clearly a case of fraud.